Hey there, how are you? This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot, and I'm doing a live for you. You know what I like to do? I kind of like to hop on and surprise you. So I'm sorry if this is a surprise, but um, here I am. So I will wait, and hopefully some more will join, but I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to be doing a Celtic Cross, see what comes up, career, life, romance, partnership, friendship, whatever comes up. And I have different decks to clarify and a couple oracle decks. So I see a couple people are entering. Hello, hello. We're going to do a live. And here's the thing, I'm going to do a live based on the cusp signs. But I just want to remind people that if I'm doing a cusp sign, it really could also be that you can tune in for one or the other sign, right? So if I'm doing, say, a reading for Capricorn-Aquarius, there's a decent chance that if you're a Capricorn or you're Aquarius, you could see yourself there. Okay. So I mentioned Capricorn-Aquarius because that is the first sign I'm going to read for, because they gave the most likes. I'm trying to generate a connection with this audience. So I would say, please do like this reading if you're engaged and you're here, because it will put energy into the reading and puts energy into the group. It gets more people to tune in. It certainly helps the channel, but I really just want to like connect. It also motivates me. So I appreciate you being here. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn Aquarius. I will timestamp at the very end when I get a minute. Anybody watching this can feel free to timestamp as well. So thanks. This is Capricorn Aquarius. I'm going to do a Celtic Cross and see where it lands us. In the position of the Hermit, obstacle is the Six of Fire or the Six of Wands. The bottom of the cross or the basis for the reading is the Priestess. Recent past, the Ten of Wands or Ten of Fire. What's on your mind is the Knight of Tides. Stranger is the Knight in this Japardize deck. I'll put the deck I'm using in the description box. Near future is the King of Wands. Interesting. You are going into the position of the Empress. In your environment is the Eight of Discs or Eight of Pentacles. Emotions or hopes and fears is the King of Swords. Wins in this deck. And potential outcome is the Moon. So this again is for most likes, which is Capricorn Aquarius. And I'm going to like just read where the energy is going on this, clarify as needed. And I have a couple oracles for you as well. So coming into the present moment, you are taking on the energy of, there's something troubling you, Capricorn Aquarius, because you're taking on the energy of the Hermit. You may have recently gone off to really think and introspect and self-reflect about something. And your obstacle is whether or not you will be able to succeed in something. So you're really you're questioning whatever the issue is on your mind. You're questioning if it's going to enable you to succeed. So you might have a defeatist attitude. You might feel like the glass is half empty. You might feel like you had hopes for something. And very much so, the heart of the reading for you is this idea of going inside, because the root of your reading is also the High Priestess. So there's some kind of mystery behind this, or you're keeping something to yourself about how you really feel about something. And that is affirmed by a few things. One is you're taking on the energy of the Hermit. The root of the reading is the High Priestess, which is something is missing either in the other people that you're thinking about or situation that you're thinking about, or even you are holding things very close to your chest, trying to tune in, trying to follow your intuition. But I will also just jump ahead and mention that a potential outcome for this time period over the next few weeks is the Moon. So there just may not be a complete clarity on this situation. There may still be a shroud of questioning and wondering or not knowing, or secretiveness. It might be that there's just still some, secretiveness or secret around the situation, Capricorn Aquarius. Recent in the past is the Ten of Wands. So there's definitely been something that has been weighing you down, literally. This is not a bad reading at all, though, because what's on your mind is, I think, trying to step out of the burden and be lighter. I think you have a recognition that you need to be more inspired. You need to be lighter. You're dealing with an environment, whether this is, I'm not really fully getting that this is a relationship. I have to be honest. It seems like a life situation. It could be a partnership. We can clarify this in a minute. But what's on your mind is the Knight of Tides. So that is like the Knight of Cups. So the idea of being lighter, or the idea of being more romantic, or the idea of connecting on an emotional level. You could be retreating or taking a beat because you want to get more in tune so you can listen to your intuition on something. Maybe you've been moving fast. Maybe you've been overworked or overburdened, Ten of Wands. But it's definitely a few cards are telling me that you might be taking a pause to really process something. And your obstacle, or what you're questioning, is if you are going to get the Six of Wands or success in this matter. It's causing you some doubt. Now, that said, your energy, the step forward, is your energy in the essence of the Empress. So that's really powerful and positive. You're taking on this energy of wanting to prove yourself, I think, some of you. And in the near future, you've got the King of Wands. So either you're going to be very inspiring or creative, whatever this is, whatever is on your mind, Capricorn, Aquarius, whatever's on your mind is going to show positivity. And despite you feeling like you don't know if you're going to get victory with it, you've got either a King of Fire or Wands in your corner, or this is going to be the energy that you're going to be taking on. So I just want to say hello. Hey, David. Hey, Sunshine Soul, Sammy B. Happy to have you guys here. So I'm on Capricorn Aquarius, and this could be that you're taking on the energy in the near term. Male or female, doesn't matter. We all know that. So it's inspiring, it's electric, it's magnetic. Or you could have a King of Wands as your advocate coming into your near future, because you've got a King of Wands energy in your near future, and you're stepping into the essence of the Empress, manifesting, creating. Again, there's just really energizing this energizing thing for you happening in your near future. So positive. What's in your environment could be factors in your environment, could be a person in your environment, but to me, this is the Eight of Pentacles is in your environment. So this idea of loyalty, consistency, I think this is somebody in your environment deciding to work hard on this situation, regardless of what this is about, or you're going to put the pedal to the metal and you're going to put in the effort to make something happen. So that's really good. That's like in your environment. I really think because it's your environment, truthfully, that this is somebody else. It's actually a person or a situation, not really you, because it's in the spot of your environment doesn't tend to be you. It tends to be the energies around you. So I think that you're going to either be in a work hard environment, or somebody's going to be working hard at something that you're associated with. If it's a relationship, that would mean that somebody's going to put in the work. If it's a work situation, this inspiration and this manifesting that's coming your way just might mean that it's going to be in an environment where everybody's working hard. Okay. Your challenge emotionally, your fear, or your dream or your hopes is the King of Swords. So King of Winds. I don't know if you have an air sign. This could be an Aquarius or Gemini, Libra. It doesn't have to be, but if you have an air sign that you're thinking about, you might be hoping for something with a partner like this. So, you might be hoping for your logic to win out and not be overrun by your emotions, because we know that a King of Swords energy is deal with the facts, it's smart, it's insightful energy, ability to make really good decisions. If you're feeling at a very emotional point, you may be hoping for your logic to win the day. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the video, and please hit the thumbs up if you're here, because that tells me that you like live videos. So just give a tap to the thumbs up. I'd certainly appreciate it. Engage with me here. It's always nice to have you here. Thank you. That was one person who responded to my request. Oh, you're brutal on these readers. I got to tell you that. We appreciate the thumbs up. We appreciate it. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so possible end result being the moon. Let's do a little to clarify for you, and then we'll pull some oracles. I'm using as a clarifying deck. My original deck is the Japardize. It's a French deck. It's really pretty. I love it. Little abstract. The suits are called something different. And I am using the International Icon Tarot, which is kind of like a universal image for each traditional Rider-Waite, but it's colorful, geometric, and just a really good clarifier deck for me. So why is the secrecy happening, and why are you questioning if you can be successful in this situation? Because I think that it looks like you're trying to have a partnership, whether it's work or not work. It could be a partnership, but you're actually wanting to come together with a King of Cups. For some of you, you're wanting to come together with a King of Cups, and you're wondering if you're going, this could be boss, this could be coworker, this could be family member, could be a partnership, but you're questioning if you're going to be able to come together. You're really tired of being apart. If you've been apart, you're not into the freedom thing, but you really might be dealing with a King of Cups, and you're wondering if it's futile. You're wondering if it's going to work out. So a couple more cards for you, Capricorn-Aquarius. I wonder what's burdening you, with the recent past being the Ten of Wands. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Lovers. So, so there's this idea of coming together. I think for some of you, you are taking a risk. You don't want to, you're dropping some of your guard, you're letting some of your guard down, and it's been challenging. This, you've been making a decision, maybe a harder head decision, maybe a very key partnership you're thinking about, but it's been burdensome lately. But there's going to be this element of an important person or decision that you're making, and that it seems heavy because you've made yourself vulnerable. So some of you that are resonating with this, there's a situation that has an important decision. It could be around an important person, but you've made yourself, wow, you've made yourself vulnerable. And I know what I think. I don't think you're telling people. For some of you, with all these mystery cards like the High Priestess and the Hermit and the Moon, I think that there's an element of this for you that you might be keeping quiet. But one or both of you is going to be willing to work on this. That's what's coming into your environment. This person could be up as an air sign, as a fire sign, or as a water sign, truthfully. And I hate when people say that, because that's like, seriously, you're covering all the signs. But you have all three kings here. So I just feel that I have to tell you that. I just want to see what's coming into your environment with the Eight of Pentacles. What's working hard? Yeah, it's a key decision. You might be reconciling with somebody that's a little toxic, Devil, Judgment. And now I'm feeling like your pentacles are maybe creating an old pattern, because you know how sometimes you see the Eight of Gardens here, but pentacles, where they just kind of keep creating the same pentacle, like making the donuts over and over again. So just beware, Capricorn, Aquarius, that you're not recreating a cycle. And I'm going to pull one more on the Moon. That mystery. What's that about? Well, I definitely had two jumpers. Queen of Wands and the Emperor. Wow. So I think that you're the Queen of Wands, male or female, doesn't matter. And you're dealing with kind of a demanding figure. Could be a leader, could be a partner, could be relative, father figure, it doesn't matter. But they don't always reveal their emotions. And that can be super challenging. I feel like they might be unpredictable, but also commanding and kind of their way over the highway. And you're somebody who wants to be vulnerable. You're deciding, you know, should I be more vulnerable? And I don't know if you're fully showing the trust that you would need to be vulnerable. There could be a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. You know, I really didn't show you the bottom of the deck on the first round, but it's the Tower. So expect the unexpected here. Expect the unexpected here. Let's pull an oracle for you, just overarching energy. If you're a Capricorn, this could resonate. If you're an Aquarius, this could resonate. Or if you are a Capricorn-Aquarius. Coming up on a big decision. I think you're thinking you might want to be more vulnerable. I'm not sure you feel you have 100% trust in a person, whether it's work or personal. You've been holding a lot of things close to your chest. It could be somebody from the past. You could be questioning if they or you would be recreating an old bad toxic pattern. And again, I think for this time period, there's a mystery around how this other person feels. I feel like you're almost both at a standstill. Humor may be important to not be so burdened by this. If you do approach this person more lightly. Wow, and love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So that's interesting. I rarely even pull the love card with these oracles. I'm going to pull one more for you. You're going to know if this is your reading. Again, it could be Capricorn, it could be Aquarius, it could be any sign. Usually if you tune in, right? It could be any sign. So see what you think. One more card for Capricorn Aquarius. What is this? What's going on here? Got a lot of people in here. So somebody has kind of changing energy, like you can't always predict them, or you've got a bunch of players here. I don't mean players, but you've got a King of Winds, a King of Fire, a King of Cups, and an Emperor. And then you have an Empress and a Queen of Wands. Wow. Pure love. You can't make this up. And there are not a lot of relationship or love cards in this Seeking Within Oracle deck. Pure love is the creator's love that manifests in countless expressions of light everywhere and within you. It is more than an emotion. It's unchanging and unwavering. And when you open your heart and become aware of the love within, you can release it and enjoy its beauty. Your opened heart attracts and radiates pure love as healing peace to all. So how beautiful is that? And what I said recently happened when you felt weighed down is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Lovers. So letting down your guard, maybe doing work on your heart chakra, opening it up, and that might let in important love or relationship or important decision. So that's what I've got for you, Capricorn Aquarius. Let's move on. Let me just gather this up. Give me a second. Meanwhile, how's everybody doing? I am just doing this spontaneous live. I'm going to see how many signs I get through, how much we can hang in there. If it's half and not all, I'll jump on again and do all another time. I'm catching a little bit of daylight moving out. So we'll see what comes up. I'm doing a Celtic Cross, and we're seeing if it shows up as work, relationship, life, whatever. Please hit the thumbs up so that we can get more energy into the community. I know you have a lot of choices for the channels that you go to, and I want to thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. So I just wanted to get that thank you out. It's very important. And I just had a card that is not supposed to be in this deck. Give me 1 second. I need to find it. Let's see. don't know what's happened here. Okay. I see it. It's the Judgment and the Devil that was not supposed to be in that. So next, by number of likes, I'm going to do Sag Capricorn. Sag Capricorn is next. Anybody Sag Capricorn out there? Sag Capricorns. And if you're Sag or you're Capricorn, this could also apply to you, Sag Capricorn. And you'll be able to fast forward this later if you need to. Celtic Cross. Mine is changing all over this. I don't know. Don't want you to have to see that yellow light in the background. Sun is setting. So from 8 to yellow to whatever. What's going on for you? Sag. And I will do some random order. Okay. One by likes is Sag Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, Sammy B, I'm happy for you. Manifesting is always pretty exciting. Okay, this is Sag Capricorn. This is not Four of Cups. This is Four of Swords. It almost looks like it could be Four of Cups, doesn't it, with the person under the tree? It's Four of Swords. So your current energy is the Four of Swords, which means you're pausing, reflecting. Maybe you've been through a stressful time. Your obstacle is the King of Swords. 2 swords already. The basis for the reading is the Ace of Pentacles. Recent past is the Six of Cups. Interesting, interesting. And what's on your mind is the Sun. Wow. Near term future is the Seven of Pentacles. Your first step into the future, though, most immediately is death or transformation. What's in your environment, situation, or people is the Four of Cups. So now the Four of Cups, this is typically the person under the tree, you know, turning away the cup. But this is this notion of, you know, malaise, boredom, stalling out, possibly rejection. We'll see. But recently you've had this energy of the Six of Cups. Hopes and fears, Four of Wands, stability, family, reunion. Potential outcome during this period is love or the Lovers. So Sag Capricorn, it's pretty incredible reading. Do not be afraid of you stepping into the energy of change, transformation as characterized by death. We do know that that's not an issue. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Fire. So you are definitely embodying a magnetic energy, an attractive energy. You are maybe, just like a chemical reaction with a situation or a person where you're attracting good things or creating. I mean, you could also be a business person. I'm feeling like this is a partnership. It could be a business partnership, but with the nature of some of the cups here and the love major arcana, I'm feeling like this has definitely got the potential to be a relationship-oriented reading. So let's see, Sag Capricorn. You could be having a challenge with a King of Swords. Why is that happening? Let's see. You're in the energy of Four of Swords. So you're trying to take a break, but your obstacle is a King of Swords. You might be messing with air sign, doesn't have to be, but you could be dealing with somebody who's, you know, blunt, direct, may not be as emotionally connected as you would like. Let's just see what's going on there. Yeah, and that's happening because your King of Swords character is blocking they're definitely protective of themselves. They have boundaries up. They like freedom. They are perhaps, I'm not going to say non-committal, but there is this energy of potential, somebody keeping you at arm's length. It could be that you both are doing that. It could be that you're doing that. But the way it's sitting with me, the way I ask the question in my mind, it's answering me that somebody is like a lone ranger and likes to be and is maybe blocking. Recently, though, you or they, or you're thinking about a new start, a golden new opportunity. So the base of the reading and what we're talking about right here, Sag Capricorn, is this notion of a golden opportunity. The question is whether or not you're going to take it, because in the near term, you are analyzing it and being patient. It's like, is it going to come in? Should you invest in it? You have happy in your mind. You want to be lighter. You want to be, you've got the Sun and you've got the Six of Cups. So whatever you've been experiencing lately, and in your heart, you have the Four of Wands. So you want trusted relationships. You want fun. You want celebration. You want lightness. You want joy. Well, who doesn't, right? But I think this is very present for you, and you're in a current state of transformation, I think, along the way to get there. You are, embodying like this whole big change thing. And what you want to change to is the Sun. And you might have had a spark with somebody recently that kind of reminded you of what it could be like to be lighter. So that was your recent Six of Cups, or you might have had a revisitation from somebody from your past. So, we shall see. But in the near term, it could take longer than you want. You're going to be patient, but a change is coming. I can tell you that for sure. A big change is coming. And in your environment is the Four of Cups. So somebody might not act on something right away. Somebody might reject something in the near term. But you're wondering, like, when is this going to happen? But I do think that change is coming. It's a pretty big deal. You're ready for it. You're keeping your eye on the prize. I think you will. Which is the Four of Wands. It's slow and coming. I just got the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to come that you're going to be able to release your worries. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. As part of this transition, you're going to be able to release your worries. It's just, you've got to be patient. Another patience card in your near term is the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about planting seeds, investing in something, having patience to see it come about. In your environment, again, is this slow moving evaluating of a situation. Should I take it? Should I not? Ultimately, you want to get to the stability of the Four of Wands, and potential outcome during this period is love and a really core important partnership. So I just see this as an awesome reading. It's, I don't really see any, downside. So whether you're a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, or a Sagittarius-Capricorn, whatever, if you're identifying with any of this reading, it's definitely the ability to put your worries aside is coming. It could take longer than you want. What's going on with the Four of Tides? Strength. Have persistence. If this takes longer, you need to wait it out. There's also an infinity symbol always in the Strength card. So there's that notion of, could be a kindred spirit, Six of Cups, lovers, Sun, somebody you've known for a long time, a reunion. There could be something coming in your environment. And it could also be passionate, Knight of Wands. So it could be connection. It could be passionate. You may have a battle with yourself over, and I think this is a lot of what this is about. Is this good investment for me or not? Is this something I really want to put my energy into or not? I've got to make sure this new opportunity or the revisiting thing that's coming back. You want stability. You don't want any more bullshit because you've got the Queen of Swords on the top of that. You want a new start. You want a fresh love, the Ace of Cups. Totally makes sense. I'm looking at the love potential outcome. Say more about that, please. And again, new start, another Ace of Pentacles. That affirms that. Magician, the ability to create. So another infinity sign. So again, this could be kind of the universal response for you is to create something that it's universally guided and could be with somebody who you have a very deep connection with. There is some kind of really important tie here. I think it does involve you making a choice around something. Just any last couple cards before the oracles. This is for Sag Capricorn. Just want to remind myself. This is a really good reading. I do think that you have to be patient and have fortitude and just narrow your focus, really narrow your focus. King of Swords. That was your obstacle. Two of Cups. Wow. King of Swords and Two of Cups. This is your person. The person that's your obstacle is the key relationship we're talking about. They are a kindred spirit, totally, with the, Six of Cups and the love card. I got chills on that one, goosebumps on that one. Let's pull out an oracle to close out the reading for you. Sag Capricorn, and then we're going to be doing Scorpio Sag next. Sag Capricorn. Hello. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling, put out by recent events, this is just a reminder to really pay attention to your health. And you also might be shrouded in worry. And I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So again, take care of yourself. Self-care is a very important thing. With big transformation, Death card, you're embodying this transformation's coming, and it could be a while. It's kind of slow and steady wins the race, but you will be able to release the worry. So if worry is on your mind, know that change is coming, and you'll be able to release the worry, and you're going to transmute this into something very beautiful, very, very positive and beautiful. And let's just see if there's one more. Yeah, that jumped. Compassion. My dog's talking. Compassion is love in action, a devotion to uncovering the truth, the painful story of unworthiness that we all carry. So to me, this is a matter of you having compassion with yourself, having compassion with others, but it's first the truth of you and extending compassion to you, to yourself. So, wow, if you have more compassion with yourself, pay attention to your self-care, your health, your own boundaries, and looks like this is really a big message for you, but good things are coming. So next is Scorpio Sag. Scorpio Sag. Anybody that's a Scorpio Sag out there? Say hello. I would love to see if you're out there. I know you will be eventually. Scorpio Sag. Now, I'm not taking questions right now. I'm just kind of going through the signs. But I mean, if it's a general question, if you have a general question for me, absolutely. But I'm not reading on personal questions right now. Is there a general question for me? Okay. So let's go to Scorpio Sag. Scorpio Sag. What's up with you? So do you even believe we are like 3/4 through April already? Like, how is this even happening? So Scorpio Sag, we're doing a Celtic Cross. This could be for Scorpio. This could be for Sagittarius. This could be for the person who feels that this is, if this is your reading and it's not even your sign, just say, I claim this reading. I claim the Scorpio Sag reading. So think about it that way, because it's all about just tuning in. Energy's energy. Even the time is fluid, as they say. But I am a big believer that sometimes if I just want to hear the reading or I want to hear the reader, sometimes I'll be like, it's the title or it's just something I'm tuning into. And then suddenly I'm listening and I'm like, yep, this is really, they're telling my story. Do you guys feel that way when you're listening, that you just really, sometimes it doesn't matter what sign you're even hearing. Curious. Okay. This is Scorpio-Sag. I want to thank you for your likes and subscribes, because it really keeps the channel going, even though I feel like I'm this little engine that could channel. I'm this little engine that could. I know that I have followership that appreciates me, though. So I hang in there for you. It's just okay with me. I just enjoy doing the reading and giving some energy out there. Okay, so Scorpio-Sag, what's going on for you? You're in the current moment. 3 of Wands. Obstacle is the 10 of Wands. I'm sorry, 10 of Tides, which is the 10 of Cups. That's an obstacle. The root of the reading is the 3 of Pentacles, which is interesting. It's man painting. I'm not sure why this would represent the 3 of Pentacles, but he's painting a portrait. They're in this project together, creating something, I guess. Near past is the 5 of Cups. Pregnant woman in like a cemetery of crypts. She doesn't even realize that she's about to give birth. 5 of Cups always isn't quite seeing their full potential, but they feel a loss. On the mind is the Hermit. So getting insight, advice, going within. Near future for you is the 8 of Swords. Locked up in your own mental prison, Scorpio-Sag. First step into your next step future is the Fool, new beginning. We like that. We like that. In your environment is a King of Discs. And hopes and fears is the Ace of Cups. You want that new beginning. You want, you do want fresh love. You do want fresh start, the Fool. So some of that could be coming together. I think you have something to release, though. Wow, talk about a new start, ending of a chapter and a new start. That is your potential outcome, the World. Wow. But also have the Moon as your undercurrent energy. Hierophant and the 5 of Pentacles. So I kind of felt that way with recent energy of the 5 of Cups. I also saw the 5 of Pentacles. I think you really do want to build with somebody or something. You want to build and move forward. You do want to have your happy ending, that kind of thing. You're very focused on creating that. I think you're working on yourself. I think you went through something that was very challenging, and you might have experienced a sense of loss around it, sense of disappointment. I do think you're carrying that energy into your present. So whether it's resentment or it's a open wound of some kind, or you haven't quite healed over something, you're wanting to look to your future with the 3 of Wands, 3 of Fire. You're wanting to create something new. Your obstacle is that full vision. I think that you could use in your time alone with the Hermit here, if that's on your mind, to get better self-aware and introspection, to really create your vision for your future, really detail it, really articulate it, write it down, spend more time with yourself in a regular little snippets if you can, because you definitely are in a pattern of worry. And also, if you're not attracting the Ace of Cups, and that's your challenge to get to, and that's what you want to get to, a new chapter, new beginning, new chapter, new beginning, the Fool, the World, learn the lesson and move on. In your hopes, Ace of Cups, new love, new chapter. You do need to release any lingering negativity. If we're in worry, if we're not forgiving someone, right? We kind of all know that. If you kind of stick in the worry or stick in not forgiving someone, you're not going to have an easy enough time attracting in your environment. Like there's a King of Pentacles, like right in your environment, which is pretty cool. That's a really positive sign. It looks like you're going to have the opportunity to close out a new chapter and begin again. The question is, will you be able to release what's been bothering you or the past? So I'm just looking for any other clarification on this obstacle of you wanting to look to your future, make your plans. But I wonder, is it that you're not articulating it? Are you not spending time enough to really detail what a 10 of Cups would look like for you? Or is it just past energy showing up today? Is it valid to even hold that energy anymore, but it's like muddying the waters for you? In the near term, as I said, you still have an Eight of Swords as well. So you have a Five of Cups or regret in your past and loss, and you have an Eight of Swords in your near term. So I think that there's definitely needing to be some sort of a release. Let's see. Page of Cups. Oh, it was in the reverse. Page of Cups. Here again, it's confirming what I'm saying. So Page of Cups is not coming forward with forgiveness or apology. Somebody maybe you're kind of holding out for one. Somebody isn't coming forward, or you're not forgiving yourself, and you're not allowing yourself to move on to calmer waters in doing that. So I think this is a keeping you blocked sort of energy. Like I said, it's confirming, what I just said. What else is around this loss, Five of Cups, and worry, Eight of Swords? What else is around this for you? Why is this energy sticking? We know that this energy is blocking you, but what is it about? A King of Swords and a King of Cups. Okay. For some of you, Scorpio, Capricorn, right? Yeah, I'm on Scorpio-Sag. Scorpio-Sag, you may have a Capricorn in your life. You may have two people that you're deciding between. You might have a relationship with one. You might be thinking about another. You might have two people you're dating. Or for some of you, the person that you're thinking about has these two sides of them, which, they could very well. They have a side to them that is very logic based, and sometimes they show up as very logical. But they do sometimes, but you deep down, they're compassionate. They might be a good partner, a good family person. And in their more vulnerable moments with you, you might get to see their emotions. But what happens with this person, if this is your challenge, this is not easy to me. This is that person who's unpredictable and can reel you in 1 minute because they let you see their little soft underbelly, but in the next minute they could cut you off at the knees, like ghost you, or deny that they have feelings or not reveal their feelings. I want to see what's going on. King of Swords, King of Cups. What is this dual energy here? What is dual energy here for Scorpio Sag? Wow. Okay. Emperor. I got 4 cards. Page of Swords, Temperance in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely probably more times than not that this person shows up like the King of Swords. There's probably times where this person is leaning more heavily on only seeing their air qualities of being more like the Emperor, and they may not reveal things to you. They keep you guessing. They may have an immature quality about them with the Page of Swords, or they are not in touch with their emotions. They haven't done the work, and you have done more than them. But what's happening is it's blocking the flow of the Temperance. It's blocking this potential for an alchemic bond, an alchemic love, and it's keeping something stuck. So as much as I was saying that you're holding on to loss and worry, it's always a two-way street. So there's something about this relationship or this person that keeps you holding on to something. You might be holding on to sometimes hope and not willing to turn the page. You might be holding out for a piece of a missing puzzle with the Moon card here, and they just don't ever really fully tell you where you stand. So it keeps you enshrouded. It keeps you locked in. But I'm believing that this could be a very hard cycle. And in your heart of hearts, you really want an Ace of Cups. I've gotten it a couple times. You really want a fresh start. You want a fresh love. This person can be challenging. I think you're dealing with a challenging personality, and we do want change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So I just said, I think you're stuck. Something has to give. What else do we need to know about this change? What has to give? Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So instead of wanting to change the person or the circumstance, I think the change is in your perspective. The change is in your acceptance that something isn't as you would have thought it would be, or this person is not as you would have thought they would be. And when you come to accept things, that's when they start to change. when we come, you know, blocked into our own perspective about how something should be, or there's just kind of this one way we would really hope it would work out, of course we're going to be in gridlock. Of course we're not opening up the field of possibility. So it looks like you've had glimmers of good things here. You're holding on to something in the past. I don't know if you need to forgive them, forgive yourself, accept that this person is different, or that the situation didn't quite pan out the way you thought, or they're not acting in the way you thought. They might be very unpredictable based on what I've seen here. King of Swords, King of Cups. So what else? The masculine. Our masculine side looks outward to explore and understands to control the world and make it safe and sustain those that are in our care. Our balanced masculine is our internal strength and fortitude to balance, negotiate, advance, and retreat to solidify our community. Secure masculine builds bridges of trust, not ego. So I really do feel like if you're dealing with a high ego person, or your own, but if you're dealing with a high ego person with that King of Cups and King of Swords, I think what's happening here is they're trying to teach you something. You've met them for kind of a shadow reason, that maybe you do need stronger boundaries. Maybe you do need to make decisions based on other things. Disease is here too. Just be aware of like the energy in your environment. And grief. If there's something of the past that you need to grieve and let go of, and Five of Cups is here in your recent past, which is kind of a letting go, a need to let go of something that was a big disappointment. That will enable you to move on. So that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of potential here for a brand new beginning with the Fool in the World. A lot of new potential. I do think that during this period, though, there's going to need to be some introspection and some forgiveness and self-compassion. It looks like it's definitely calling for some self-compassion. So if you are a Scorpio-Sag, that was Scorpio-Sag. It could have been for Scorpio. It could have been for Sag. It could have been for anybody that just felt that that was their reading. I would love to hear your comments. If you resonated with any of it, please do drop a line. And let's see, I'm moving on to Leo-Virgo. Leo-Virgo is next. What's going on for you, Leo-Virgo? This is a Celtic Cross, so it's just going to show me whatever it shows me. I don't know why I am seeing partnerships or relationships. I'm not meaning to, but when you get like these certain, you know, some cards, you can't deny that that's what they're telling you. So next, Leo-Virgo, and then Virgo Libra. This is Leo-Virgo. Sometimes we have to make you wait, Leo-Virgo, but I saw you really responded last time. I really appreciate it. So you made the top 5. Good to go. Really good going. Let's see. Leo-Virgo. I'm not there yet. One more. Leo-Virgo. Okay. So you're in the current energy. Oh, wow. You're in the current energy of the sun. Obstacle is the 5 swords, though. There's definitely some kind of battle, banter, back and forth happening with you, but you want to stay in the energy of the sun. You have a glass half full. Basis for the reading is the 2 of Cups. Wow, the 2 of Tides in this deck. Recent past is the Knight of Cups. Liking this reading for sure. Leo-Virgo. On your mind is the 10 of Pentacles, that whole family, commitment, generations of kids and dogs running around. Your near is the Page of Pentacles. Your future is feel is not quite right, loss or snare. In your environment is the desire to build. Somebody wants to build, create with you, the Three of Pentacles. Good thing, very good thing. In your hopes and fears is the Four of Swords. So you're hoping for, you know, time to evaluate a situation, time to make a good choice, time to slow things down. For some of you, something could be feeling rushed. You know, you want a little peace. Potential outcome that you need to look out for is the Three of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands and Temperance, not bad, and King of Pentacles. So not bad energies at all, bottom of the deck. So let's see. You are in the energy of the sun. So whatever happens to you over the next weeks, you're not the energy of, so Leo, Virgo, you're being optimistic. I really do think you're being optimistic. Something is crossing your path that is causing a bit of a conflict. It's just that Five of Swords, Five of Cups showing up. We're going to clarify. You're moving into the basis for the reading is an important relationship. Important relationship, no doubt. I'm written all over these cards. Is it a love relationship? I don't know. Hard to say. I mean, you do have the Knight of Cups in the recent past too. So it could definitely be in your environment. You do have someone who wants to build. You wanna bring yourself to the table with the Page of Pentacles. I really need to understand, you know, and you want to spark a flame. I really want to understand what Three of Swords is about. We never really like to see the Three of Swords. I will get to it. But what is the Five of Swords that's crossing your sun? What is the Five of Swords? Is it banter, but is it serious? Is somebody doing like a win-lose, you know, win at all costs? You might be someone who has a big ego. You might be dealing with an air sign. Sorry. I can be more quiet. That's better. I'll be more quiet. So what's going on with the Five of Swords for Leo Virgo? So you have a stuck pattern. You're trying to remain optimistic. Something is sticking that has caused disharmony in the home, disharmony in the partnership. It could be somebody in this story. Somebody in this story is not revealing their emotions or has stopped showing their emotions, stalled this out with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and even stalled out with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like a literal, you know, stall out, and really it's not even slow moving anymore. It's like stuck. It's almost like going in reverse. So there is definitely, with the Five of Swords, the lack of stability or fallout of this relationship. Stall out, fall out. Something is definitely happening here that had some promise. And you were, you know, to this point, you've been remaining positive. And the reading has just been a really important relationship, whether it's personal or work. This is really founded in like to me, I always view the Two of Cups to be more of like a soul connection. So it's been really, really important to you. And I'm sorry that this has happened, you know, whatever it is. What is this Two of Cups? So, so somebody is lacking insight. Somebody's spiritual development is not as advanced as the other. Given that you're here, I'm guessing, Leo Virgo, that it's the person that you're thinking about that might have stalled out on they're kind of acting in reactive mode, or with their ego, or with their wounds. And I'm kind of just hearing like, no way, I'm not going to be the first one to come forward. They're not going to come forward. If you're waiting for an apology from this person, whatever went down during this period, I'm not certain you're going to hear from them. It is really an important relationship to you. That's, you know, no doubt. And that's also why in your one step forward current energy is the 5 of Cups, because you're feeling a loss over this. I don't know that it's a complete ending, but somebody's making it appear like they're stalling out. I don't think it's you stalling out. I think if you had your way, you would just want to share. You'd want to show your value. You want to show what you can bring to the table. I'm not fully seeing that. Yeah, you have a lot to bring to the table. I'm not sure that you've been appreciated, Leo Virgo, in this situation. What's on your mind is a relationship where you can build. I have another 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. It is in your environment that there will be an opportunity to build. So I'm thinking you want to hold out hope, just like your Sun card. You want to stay optimistic here because in your environment is an opportunity to build. Ace of Wands also. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Fool. So if the person has a partner and they've gotten in the way, or you didn't know about it, but now you know that there's like a third party, or if you've been feeling kind of just jilted or dramatic about this, your long-term goal is to spark a connection, rekindle a connection, whether it's with this person or somebody else. And somebody else could mean that it is a fresh start. It may not be with this person. It could be that they're the source of your angst during this period, but that your sun and optimism is around, you know what, whether it's this or whether it's a new relationship, I'm going to get a right relationship for me. That's what I'm feeling, Leo Virgo. And you just want to have some peace from the conflict with the 4 of Swords there. And the 3 of Swords, Hanged Man in the reverse, and Knight of Cups. So you want to get unstuck and you want to, again, connect to your joy, to the romance, to making things move forward in love. You're all about the love. You do have a vision for your future. You do have a vision for your future. You want to achieve it, whether it's with this person or not. But I think you're willing to take a pause and see what's going to develop here. But again, it's not clear to me whether it's with this person or somebody new. There is a new start on the horizon, though. I'm not sure if it's with this person or somebody new. There is going to be a partner that's going to let you in. And again, I don't know if it's this partner or a future one. Your worries are going to get lessened. Whatever was causing a rift in this family or instability in this partnership, it will be lessened over time. And you need to hold out the vision of what you want to create. And that's how you're going to get there. That optimism that you were taking with the sun is a good one. It's a good stance. So Leo Virgo, what else can you know around this situation? It's just not clear to me, and you're going to know what the situation is for you. Are you dealing with someone who seems to be coming back around and offering you a lot of good promise? Are you trying to create something with this person and putting rose-colored glasses on a situation that has an expiration date? That's what I want to know. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. This is kind of saying be open to change and that your passion will be found getting past the drama. I mean, drama can be very hooking in. Drama can hook us in. Drama can make us feel alive. Drama can make us feel like there is a connection, and it's not always a positive connection, right? How many times have you been associated with somebody who, you think there's a connection, it's chemical because you fight and you do all those things. At the heart of the matter, you're wanting peace, 4 of Cups. I'm sorry, Swords. Your hope is 4 of Swords, that you would get peace. This is telling me that change, it could be a good thing for you. It could be a good thing for you. That just going back to something because it's hooking you in Leo Virgo may not be the answer. That's what I'm feeling. I mean, I'm not trying to be overly advisory here, but that's what the cards are telling me. This flipped out. Empathy, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So stay open to change, stay open to both sides. And there could be something you need to hear from the person that we are talking about that you didn't already consider. One last oracle for Leo Virgo. Let's see. Leo Virgo, envision. I was talking about keep on to your vision of what you want to create. Stop looking outside for what to do or who to be. When we rely on the externals, we get caught up on drama. What do we say? Queen of Wands in reverse. That's drama queen sometimes. Confusion and judgments of good or bad. Look within, open to the truth of you, and unfold your inner being. So, exactly. We've just been saying all this. I hope this resonated with you on some level, Leo Virgo. And then we're going to do a bit of Virgo Libra. So, Cusp of Beauty coming up. Okay. Cusp of Beauty, Leo. Virgo, I hope you liked that reading. This is Virgo Libra. Again, I will say that you can take this as it resonates, each reading. You can also take either sign. If you're a Virgo, this could be a reading. If you're a Libra, this could be a reading. So coming up is Virgo Libra. Just reading it like it's coming. Hopefully somebody, you know, to me, if one person gets the message and it's their story, I know some of these are specific, but it's what's coming across. And if one person says, I needed to hear that, then it makes me feel good. So we'll see. We'll see how this resonates for you, Virgo Libra. What's going on for you mid-April for the next 3-4 weeks? Do you know there's another Mercury retrograde around the corner? Oh my gosh. Somebody can correct me on this, but I think it's like end of May, maybe? Mid to end of May, we're starting to get into the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Okay, so this is Virgo Libra. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo Libra. I'm going to be doing a Celtic Cross and see what comes up. A Celtic Cross. You are in the energy of the Four of Discs. You are crossed by the Death card. Big change, big transformation. Could be causing you a challenge out of the gate. Judgment is the basis for the reading. Recent past is the Magician. On your mind is the Nine of Swords. So definitely some worries or anxieties. Near future is the Fool, wanting a new beginning. Your first step into the future is still more worry. Three of Swords. In your environment is the Four of Wands. That's a good thing. Stability. Come on, that's really good. And then in your hopes and fears is justice. Yeah, whatever's got you worried, you're hoping for a fair, just answer. It might be that karma is coming in, but hopefully in a good way. And then potential outcome during this period is the Hierophant. So it could be to do with, you know, institutions, society, organizations. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit and the Seven of Discs and the Page of Discs. So this is a period, Virgo, Libra, and Hermit could be you, but this is a period where you're going to need to really get in touch with yourself to relinquish some of these concerns with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords. There's a big transformation coming. That's in your obstacle spot. You are blocking right now. There's something that you're blocking with the Four of Pentacles. You're blocking something from leaving or coming in. You're probably fighting some change that just really needs to happen is the way I'm seeing it. So just to kind of put it to you this way, you're blocking If I just stay so much control over the situation, I won't let the bad stuff in. Change is not necessarily bad, but it's at your back door. The change is at your back door, Virgo Libra. So you're going to need to see like what's really going on here. Okay. Um, and then your most recent past is there's been a lot brewing with this Magician card and Judgment. You've got a lot of majors here. It's pretty insane. You have Death, Magician, Justice, Fool, and Judgment, and Hierophant. So that's a lot of major energies happening right now. Some recent enlightenment. I think there's a reconciliation. And with that recent reconciliation, you've had a bit of enlightenment around that. That's what happened recently. And that's the basis for this reading. So if it was a work relationship or if it was a relationship, you got back in, somebody was back in touch with you or you were back in touch with somebody. It's going to ultimately spur a transition in this relationship. You've learned something that enlightened you in a way that is playing a very big role in what's going to happen with you. You could be dealing with a Gemini, but there are some worries around this. Near term, there is going to be a new start. There is going to be a new beginning. It could be around just your situation. It could be around the relationship. We're going to clarify. But you do have, you're taking on the energy of loss and hurt and endings and separation. So maybe there's a short-lived reunion that happened and then it's going to stop. Or maybe there's, let me just see, just to confirm what we're talking about, if this is a relationship or is it a family relationship. In your environment, though, which is a good thing, is this Four of Wands, stability, happiness, and it is a reconciliation, new start. You just want what's fair. I think there's a karmic thing happening here. You just have a lingering thing on your mind that's causing you worry with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. Okay, so what is the nature of this big transformation? Because you definitely are in the middle of some kind of big doings. Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Hanged Man. And the only one in the upright is the middle. So something came to light. Something was stuck before. Something that you were feeling a remnant of betrayal around, or something wasn't turning out the way you'd hoped it was, or it was kind of a futile situation. But something really came about with a piece of news or communication that I think has pros and cons to it. Like it brought you clarity, but it also brought an ending. And that's what you're wrestling with. So clarity is good if you were stuck or didn't know, or there was a magician, could be a Gemini, somebody mysterious in your life, whatever. It revealed itself to you, but it was a mixed bag is what I'm feeling. Whatever was revealed to you with the Hanged Man in reverse and the Judgment card, whatever came to light and the Magician coming forward, it has its definite pros and cons. And there is a big change that is pushing forward out of this. There's some really good positives to do with it, but then it's hard. Change is always hard. You're going to come to terms with it, with the Two of Swords in the reverse. You're not going to be in denial about it. You're going to come to terms with it and face the reality of this change. And that's going to be a really good thing. What's on your mind that's worrisome? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, yeah, you got the Four of Wands in the reverse. You want to create the Four of Wands in the upright. You have the Four of Wands in reverse, a King of Pentacles in reverse, and a lack of ability to move out of that chaos. So you might have a miserly, stingy, self-imbued, selfish figure that you're dealing with that you can't move past. And it's rocked your stability and rocked your system a little bit. I do think it could be that same person that you're trying to change out of, shift out of. That's causing you the Three of Swords in the current energy as well. So you might be dealing with a Gemini, you might be dealing with an earth sign, but you're dealing with a difficult energy. You're having a hard time moving past it. What is this Three of Swords? And then I'm going to look to what is the Fool? What's the new beginning? Again, we have the same idea of wanting to move forward, wanting victory, wanting to get to the goal. And yet we have Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So the hurt and loss or separation is around, you know, your vision, you know what you want. You kind of feel like you have your vision, you know what you want to create. You have done a lot of the work, Virgo Libra. It's just that I think what happened is what showed up for you or what's showing up for you is a bit of a surprise. This change or transition has positives and it has concerns. Like, I always thought I wanted this change, but now that I have it, I'm feeling stuck around it. You know, like I don't want to fully accept it. I think ultimately you do accept it with that Two of Swords in the reverse. I think the energy that you're in right now is a bit of, I want this to stabilize out. It's a lot to think about. I think you're integrating a bunch of new information on something. Change is hard, but on your near term, you do have the Fool. So change, turning of the page is coming. The World, the Nine of Wands. This is somebody you've known for a long time. It could be that you've known them for a long time in this life. It could be you've known them in other lives. This tells me that you're dealing with somebody who has a kindred spirit, kind of a connection to you. Infinity symbol. And I do think that this person it is a closeout of a chapter. And in this particular, even though you can barely see in this icon tarot, he's looking to the side. I think you can see his head. He's looking to the side. He's looking to the side of the world happening. He's looking over at the world like, is what I'm feeling. He's looking at this completion, this closing of the chapter, this learning the lesson and going, okay, that's in my near future. I said I wanted all that, but I'm not sure. You might be going back and forth a little bit over how you feel about this, but what's in your environment is the Four of Wands. Some action is going to happen. I have Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I have Four of Swords in the reverse. Both are kind of patient, calm, stagnant sort of energies, but I have your energy in the middle with the Queen of Pentacles. And I think movement's going to happen. And you do have a beautiful Four of Wands in your environment. So just like waiting to come in, whether it's a situation, a reunion, a celebration, family, friends, relationship working out okay. I think that's coming for you. And the ability to manifest, definitely coming for you. Now, the question is, in your heart, you have this idea of wanting balance, wanting fairness, wanting justice. You're hoping for the right balance in a relationship, but you're hoping for the right outcome. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, it's been a long time. This has been a long time in coming. You recently did get more enlightenment, more news, or a reconnection of some sort. It's a mixed feeling for you. But I think in the end, you're going to be embracing the karmic nature of this, because in the end, you just want peace and you want balance and you want justice. Yeah. So what's rocking your world is that you do want the fairness. It does have to do with probably a karmic thing. There's this niggling Page of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands energy that's causing you the Three of Swords. We saw the Three of Swords here. So that is definitely going to be like a fly in the ointment for you. There's just some kind of like, I don't know if there's an immaturity. You do ultimately have the Hierophant, so which is going to be clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is very good. I believe that's also your energy. But I do think that an ultimate partnership is coming that's going to have more maturity associated with it. Be careful of appropriate give and take. Don't fall back into any patterns where you're the overgiver. If you get so excited about a relationship and you think that if I just give more to it, I give more to it, it's going to fix. Hold out impulses here. Stay in your power, Queen of Wands power. And I think that you have a really good cards for a potential really good outcome with a partnership, with a relationship, with that thing that's going to give you what you're looking for. Well, this looks like a pretty good reading, I have to say. So I'm going to pull a few oracles for you. This is Virgo Libra. I do think that you've been on a long road, Virgo Libra, with some of these energies. A new beginning is coming for you. Stay the course. Don't let past or current separations, miscommunications get you down. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Gratitude is an energy to hold on to. And another one, very similar, is abundance. I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Beautiful, beautiful. So, holding the energies of gratitude and abundance will attract more abundance, attract the right outcome. What other messages for Virgo Libra? And then I am going to sign off because we have done 5 signs, and I'll sign on another time. If this is your reading, Virgo Libra, I appreciate a comment or a thumbs up. Please claim it. What else does Virgo Libra need to know? This is definitely popping out. Silence. Meditating in silence is a precious time of rest and of coming home to yourself. In silence, you can feel and hear your own watchful presence. Take time today to be still and embrace the resonant silence of the vast universe. In silence, you become infused with the knowing that you and the whole are truly one and the same. So very powerful, very, very good things coming. In your silence, if you could hold on to this notion of abundance and gratitude, wow, you know, that's a hugely powerful message to me. And with all of these major energies in your reading, new beginning, even despite a couple 3 of swords and some things that might challenge you, it really looks like good things are coming. Stay in touch with yourself and be in gratitude, and don't worry about pushing an issue. If you're feeling that way, acceptance will always move things forward faster. Plus the fact, in reality, we don't really have control over a lot, do we? It's kind of we only have control over our own minds. That old Viktor Frankl book, In Search of Man's Search for Meaning, where he survived a concentration camp, and he talked about, we only have the freedom of our own mind. So pulling an extra card. If you're feeling abandoned, yeah, abandonment and fear might be triggering you in some way, but there is divine timing to everything. I needed a little bit more clarification. So abandonment and fear could be lower level energies that might pull you off course sometimes. Think of this notion of compromise, that sometimes things just didn't turn out the way you planned or the way we envision. There sometimes is a more master plan at work. And who are we to kind of always know what that is? I hope that was helpful in some way. That was Virgo Libra. And I will just pick up with the other signs when I sign back on. But I will soon post this up and timestamp and all that. And I want to thank you again. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.